What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. I am JB. We're going to be taking a look at some potential trading ideas going into next week. We have obviously quite an exciting and volatile week ahead, which will quickly bring you over here to the economics which are going on in the space. We're obviously looking at a lot of inflation rates coming out from around the world. In particular here, you've got the Euro area, Canada inflation rates. You also have United Kingdom. We have the United States here. We have the FOMC, Fed interest rate, and the economic projections for the rest of the year. We have the Bank of England interest rate, all very important things happening next week, in particular here on Wednesday the 20th of September, where we do see the Fed interest rate decision, previous of 5.5, the forecast of 5.5. However, if we caveat this and we get a hike of 0.25 taking us to 5.75, we could indeed be looking at a very volatile week in the market next week. If we do see a hike, then obviously we do expect a dump in the market. So let's take a look at the potential for a dump in the market if we do have this hike and what we could be doing in terms of trades. Right, so we'll come to the first one here, and I know this is titled an altcoin one. However, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. So we are looking at Bitcoin paired up with USDT on a perpetual mixed contract 4-hour timescale. BitGet is the data source, which for some time we have obviously been exploring this potential irregular flat occurring here in this move to the upside. So we had obviously the retracement. You're looking for a retracement between the 121 and the 1.236, the 1.382 here for this irregular flat, where we can see we bounced just below the 1.382 in this B wave. The move back up in the C wave would be the full distance of the A wave taken to the low of the B wave, and you're looking for a 1.236 to 1.618 push to the upside, confirming this C wave structure. So we can see we have pushed higher than the 1.618, which was set at $26.684. We did achieve a high of $26.889. Fantastic to see, which obviously the retracement area we have been watching for quite a bit of time here in this B wave or this wave 2. However, as you want to look at this structure, we can see we have now entered into this B wave. We obviously have the weekly close today. All eyes are on the weekly close for Bitcoin. We can see on the 4-hour here, we are kind of finding consolidation here on the 4-hour equilibrium, testing the 200 EMA currently, pushing higher than the 50 EMA with the 1-hour overbought, the 4-hour oversold, with a potential push to the upside here. Not over for Bitcoin. We could obviously see it pushing as high, filling out this internal fair value gap. However, I do expect further pressure to the downside for Bitcoin. We do see a strong high on smart money concepts with the week low obviously expecting to be pushed on through. So we could take the current high we do have just now and look at the potential position in the long run here for Bitcoin. We can take this initial move down in the A wave, this irregular flat in the B wave, over to the wick high, which again we did state was at 26,889.50. Yeah, we're close there, 10 cent out. We can obviously look for this next move to the downside. So our initial move, we will be looking for this to complete an ABC, which would take us down to 24,188.2 to as low as 23.591. This would obviously bring us close to the target area we have had for quite some time in this 5th wave move to the downside, which is between 23.421 to as low as 22.127. However, what we would obviously look at here as a key level of interest would be the 1.618 impulsive trigger move, which comes here at 22,656.20. So we have a couple of ideas in mind here for, where we expect this kind of price action to go. I don't believe this is going to be the high. I do think we will push up here come the weekly close. But we'll take the current high we do have just now, and we're looking between a 10 and 12% drop to the downside to complete a C wave, with the 1.618 impulsive trigger on L8 wave theory looking at a 15% drop here for the price action of Bitcoin. I don't expect this to happen overnight. I don't expect this to happen within 1 week. I expect this to take a little bit of time to play out, but it does give you food for thought for a potential short position for some monstrous gains in the price action, first of all here for Bitcoin. With that being said, guys, let's actually get into altcoins now, and we'll look at the second one. And for the second one, we shall take a look at Cardano's 𝗂𝗓. Again, we're looking at 𝗂𝗓 paired up with USDT, the perpetual mixed contract 4-hour timescale. BitGet is the data source. Whereas in previous videos, we have now consolidated up in this typical retracement area between 24.989 and 25.785. This is looking good, and you know, we're looking to trade the next week, a volatile week. We can obviously expect this next push to the downside, which again we have been targeting for quite a little bit of time now, down to 23.118 to as low as 22.590. We are trading below the 50 EMA. We are trading well below the 200 EMA. We do have a strong high on the chart on Smart Money Concepts and also a weak low. We're obviously looking to test this 50 EMA. Looking at the 4-hour equilibrium here, we do see obviously a sideways weekend going on. It's not overly exciting, it's unfortunate. We do see the stochastic here in the 4-hour resetting. I do expect this to push back to the upside before we obviously see the volatility next week. So we can look for this next potential move to the downside. We can take the current wick high here at 25.499. where we obviously look for this push to the downside, which we have got marked out here. The move down to 23.118 to as low as 22.590 would complete out an A, B and C structure. However, we would obviously be looking at key level of interest here at 22.269 cent would be an impulsive trigger for this move to the downside. So what we could potentially be looking at here is another 5-wave structure, an L8 wave 5-wave structure here, looking to bring us down into this area. We could see the overextension here into the 1.618, giving us the impulsive trigger, turning this whole move into an impulsive move to the downside on a bigger scale. This is Elliott wave theory. It can be complex, it can be complicated. If you want to learn more, guys, head over to memberships.𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗧𝗏.io. There's a 7-day free trial on all plans, where obviously we do have the courses here. You can learn Elliott wave theory, you can learn smart money concepts, all the kind of things we are looking at here in the technical analysis of these coins. Lots of perks you can bolt onto this as well. Live AMAs twice a week, live TA sessions with myself and Festoon twice a week. You can have TA on request for the 1-hour, the 4-hour and the daily timeframes. Lots and lots you can bolt on here, guys, and obviously the included perk here of the learning side, Elliott wave theory, smart money concepts, the portfolio builder and risk management, guys. Not one to be slept on. Go over and check it out. So we can look at this as a potential move to the downside. I do think there is a fantastic trading opportunity. If we took the current market price just now, we are looking between a 7 and 9.5% drop to the downside on an ABC structure, with the impulsive structure looking around about an 11% drop to the downside. Fantastic trading opportunity. As always, guys, linked in the description below is our Discord and also memberships.cheekycrypto.io. If you want to know our entry points, our take profits and our stop losses, it's all down there, guys. Free to join. Go over and check it out. Let's get on to the third one. So the third one on the list today, guys, is going to be XRP. We've been covering XRP quite a lot recently, and we can see this move to the upside looks to have consolidated here at 50.798. Again, this is XRP paired up with USDT, the perpetual mixed contract, the 4-hour time frame, BitGet data source. We are obviously looking at this push to the downside towards 44.688 cent to as low as 42.953 cent. We could take the current market price. Looking at this drop here, you're looking between a 10 and 13% drop, which is obviously very tasty. Put some leverage on there, guys. Fantastic opportunity. We do see on the charts, we do have a strong high. We do have a weak low. We also have these internal order blocks, this internal fair value gap left behind. So there is obviously momentum pressure to the downside. We are trading below the 50 EMA. We are currently testing the 50 EMA. We are trading below the 200 EMA here. So we will obviously be looking for a continued move to the downside here for XRP, where we can be looking at this potential 10% drop to the downside. A fantastic opportunity indeed. If this move is obviously finished where we do think it is, we could be looking at this as a wave 1, a wave 2, with a big wave 3, 4 and 5 to come, looking at this all round as a drop to the downside, which would obviously align with the likes of a rate hike with the Fed interest. Overall, the structure is still very bearish. We do see here that the wave 1 low was crossed here, with the wave 4 pushing higher than the wave 1 low, giving us this diagonal pattern. We also do see we are trading here between these two trend lines, giving us a potential wedge to the downside. This also looks to be expanding. We can do a quick sense check here to see how this is looking. Where we bring this to the wave 4 high, and it is indeed yes, it is. It's an expanding diagonal in this fifth wave move to the downside, where we could obviously expect this to be quite a steep drop. So yes, we are still watching XRP. We are still looking at a potential short position to come here. We do see the 1 hour, the 8 hour and the 1 day all overbought, expecting a drop to the downside on the stocks, as well as this Elliott wave structure. Guys, let us know in the comments below if you will be trading XRP on this 4 hour time frame. Let's get on to the next one. And for this fourth one, we will be taking another look at Shiba Inu. Again, we're looking at SHIB paired up with USDT, perpetual mixed contract, 4 hour time frame, BitGet data source, all the usual good stuff here. Where Shiba Inu has been very respectful of the Elliott wave structures and the fib levels. We do see that it is still in this bearish structure, which we have obviously been watching for quite some time. We have failed to break out of it. Internally, we have seen continuations of the structure, with this one here, this change of structure, which is bullish, appearing to be a bit of a fake out, I do believe. So we will obviously be looking for continued pressure to the downside. We are still trading below the 200 EMA. We are now trading below the 50 EMA here on the 4 hour time frame yet again. Still bearish for the price action for Shiba Inu. Don't be distracted by the stocks here on the weekend. We do see these stocks tend to fluctuate quite a lot with no price action on the weekends, so don't be too overly worried by this. We have obviously been targeting out this move here to the fifth wave target area between 68.05 and 65.86. I do know there is 5 zeros before that, but there's no point obviously covering them in every video. So we are looking at this drop down to 68.05, which I do think is going to be a fantastic trading opportunity. From its current market price, we can be looking at a 6 to 9.5% drop. However, we do see here on the lower time frames a 5-wave structure looks to have completed. We can expect a retracement here, which would obviously be a wave 2 between 73.98 and 75.25, so we could obviously be scalping a better entry position if you wanted to trade this fifth wave move to the downside, where obviously we do see lying right inside this target area, or this typical retracement area, a fair value gap left from this move to the downside. So we scalp this entry. Let's take it to the top of this fair value gap. We could be scalping an 8.6% drop to an 11.6% drop. Fantastic opportunity. You do know the script by now, guys. You stick some leverage on top of that one. You have a fantastic trading opportunity on your hands. Let us know in the comments if you will be trading Shiba Inu. Let's get on to the fifth and final altcoin for today's video. The fifth and final will be Ethereum, Nick's favourite coin, guys. You all know this by now. It is Ethereum paired up with USDT, the perpetual mixed contract, 4-hour time frame, the BitGet data source. As you will know, we obviously cover this quite regularly down in our Discord. Again, guys, linked in the description down below, completely free to join. Why not check that one out? So we have obviously been monitoring this typical retracement area, where we do see this was between $1,599.21 to as high as $1,654.42. We do see this wicking up quite high within this area to $1,654. To note, we have a strong high, we have a weak low, we are trading well below the 200 EMA, we are currently trading above the 50 EMA, looking for a little bit of a move here before the weekly close position again on Ethereum, where we do expect a further drop to the downside. The internals here do look like we have completed a zigzag structure to the downside, with this relief rally here in a potential move to the upside here, looking near complete. So from here, we can obviously expect a bigger move to the downside. Again, this one will not happen overnight. This will take quite a bit of time, bringing us down, which I would expect to be another 3-wave structure to the downside containing 5 waves, which would obviously bring us here into the realms of a 3rd wave of this 5th wave, which we can obviously break this down much further as a wave 1, 2 and 3, with a wave 4 and a wave 5 still to come. I do expect further pressure to the downside here for Ethereum. So as we do look at this move to the downside, initially our target area for this move is $1,408.24 to as low as $1,317.54, right? we are looking at this move. This is obviously a big drop here for the price action of Ethereum. You're looking between a 13 and a 19% drop to the downside, which obviously is a sensational opportunity if we can get in on this one. We can obviously break this down a little bit further and look at the internal structures that are a possibility here. We are looking for a drop down to around about $1,448, where again, if we do take the current market price, you're looking at 11 to 13% drop to the downside. You know the script, guys. You put some leverage on top of that. Fantastic opportunities on the table here. We do see that the 4-hour stochastic has reset. I do expect this to push on back up by the weekly close tonight. Do not be don't be distracted by the position these stochastics are in. They're only giving you the momentum behind the moves, not the move that is due to happen next. So please do let us know in the comments down below, guys, if you've 1, enjoyed today's video, 2, if you want to see more of these, 3, if you are trading any of these and what your trade positions are going to be. Always fantastic to hear that. We'd obviously like to just retouch, guys, if you are interested in seeing our targets, our stop losses, our take profits, our entries, whatever it is you want to be looking at here, memberships.𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏.io is a 7-day free trial on all plans. You will get access to all of that good stuff down in our Discord. We'll like to wrap this on up, guys. If you have enjoyed today's video, please do give us a like, please do subscribe, please do tap on the bell, select all notifications so you never miss a video coming to you from Cheeky Crypto. If you are watching on X, please do give us a like and please do give us a repost. Guys, if you are going to trade, please do trade safely. Have a nice tight stop loss, make some great gains, staying safe in the space, and until next time, guys, have a nice day.